Good evening, our people, and welcome to my channel. This is Jack Daniels at the Boxing Trainers channel, and the topic tonight is whether or not Shakur Stevenson is good for boxing. Okay, the reason why we have this topic before us is because Shakur Stevenson has been all over the board when it comes to expressing his emotions and his feelings about certain topics, which we'll get to that as soon as I give you a variable about Shakur Stevenson's background. Shakur Stevenson has multiple world championship titles. He has three separate weight classes from featherweight to lightweight, including unified and lineal titles at super featherweight. As an amateur, he represented the United States at the 2016 Summer Olympics, winning a silver medal in the bantamweight division. Shakur is 26. He's 5'7". He has a 68-inch arm reach. He's a southpaw, a lefty. He's 21 wins, 10 losses, no stops. 10 wins, 10 knockouts, no stops, no losses, and no draws. He also recently acquired Devin the Dream Haney's WBC lightweight championship belt throughout what I call a process of elimination when he fought Edward De Los Santos. So that's how he acquired the WBC lightweight championship belt that he now is the title holder of. So the reason why we're having this conversation is because, like I said, Shakur has been all over the globe when it comes to expressing his views about certain issues. One of the issues involves me personally as a journalist. Shakur got before a journalist in an interview and said that everybody that is a journalist is fake ASS and a bunch of other words which I care not to use, right, toward the journalists. Now, he says this because he alleges that they had been dragging him through the mud and saying things about him that I really don't have any knowledge of, because I haven't said anything about him other than the fact that he does have the problem with telling the truth. Right? We've already had that conversation, and I'm still claiming the same thing because he hasn't gotten any better with telling the truth. So that being said, for whatever reason that he has said these things about the journalists, right, I'm going to hold him accountable as I do on him and anybody else that has anything to do with boxing, because this is what I do. This is what I love. It's boxing. And I would think that being that he's as good as he is, he would have the same type of thought process, but he doesn't, right? I will say, in all fairness, that Shakur Stevenson is a good boxer. But as far as his representation of being an A-class citizen when it comes to boxing, he's not. Right? He had a conversation with Ron Garcia about a week ago, and it was some backwards and forwards about his arrogance. Right? Now, we had that conversation also, and I came to the conclusion, if an event that things unfolded as Ryan Garcia indicated, that, yeah, he did have a problem with arrogance too. But at the end of the day, this is really about his behavior and how he affects people that receives him as supposedly as a mentor. as someone that we would want to, that represents the sport of boxing, that mentors through what he does to the younger generation, to those young people that see him. And that's one of the problems that I have with him is that he isn't a good representative. He isn't a good ambassador for the sport, right? And I just don't know how to say it any other way but that he needs either to change his behavior or retire. How about that? I said it. Retire. Okay. No, he's not going to do it, but I'm just going on record and say that was my feelings, right? Now, let's say, for instance, that he hears me and he does change his behavior. He has less of an interest in going on all these different outlets, all these different media sources, and stops having all these unnecessary conversations about things that really don't have anything to do with boxing, right? These are personal feelings that Shakur is dealing with, right? Every time somebody says something that he don't like, he's gonna chop them up, right? Chop them up and spit them out, right? And I'm just saying, no, that's not really the type of mentor that I would want to be in the face of my kids. I'm quite sure those that have any respect and dignity for themselves as parents, they feel the same way. I'm not alone in this, right? I'm just doing my job. My job is to critique everybody that comes before me that represents the art, the sport of boxing. That's what I do. I don't cut no corners. I am not going to take any hostages when it comes to preferential treatment. No, I ain't doing none of that. I'm doing what I'm doing because this is what I enjoy doing. This is something that I believe that I'm good at, and I do it because of that, not because I'm going to get trillions and millions of dollars, millions and millions of dollars. I know that's not going to happen, but let the record reflect that I love what I do. So I need for y'all to make a decision on the topic, right? Whether Shakur Stevens is good for boxing. And the only way I'm going to be able to further the conversation is that you, the fan, the viewers, drop comments in the comments section. Let me know how y'all feel. Is Shakur Stevenson good for boxing? Now, there is a psychological approach to this as well. Because if y'all deem, after what I've said, that Shakur isn't good for boxing, and Shakur starts to get the response from the audience that, hey, look, you gotta tighten it up, right? I'm gonna keep putting pressure on you, and it's gonna be all bad, right? He might change his behavior, and this is what we really want, right? We're not trying to dog him out. That's not my purpose. My purpose is to get him to take a look at himself, right? Because right now, what I see, I don't like. And if he knew what I see, knew what I saw, I don't know if he would like it either. So the point in question at this juncture is, let's help Shakur help himself. That's all I got for y'all right now. You know what I need you to do. Hit the subscription button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon for notifications every time I come on and get ready to do a show. Hit those buttons and let's do the darn thing. That's all I got. Like I said, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.